What's up, y'all? This is Rom coming back at you with yet another couch video. What I got for y'all today? Women do not choose men in an objective manner. This is very important. This is very important. See, understand something about the nature of women, and they gonna choose when they choose you. Several factors are gonna be in there. They ain't measure, even though you, okay, let me use height. Because women say, well, I want them tall, I want them tall. Usually that just means tall to the woman. They usually not, yeah, they might throw out like some 6 feet or something on some online stuff, but as I always point out, which anybody can research for themselves, men outnumber the women online, especially on those online sites. And even then, it's about the perception. Now, I've said publicly, I'm like 5'11". I've had several women perceive me as over 6 feet, well over 6 feet. Even some 5'10" women say, hey, you 6'2" or something. All right, but that's their perception. That's subjective. It wasn't objective. I'm not over 6 feet, but it was subjective. Everything about it. See, understand something with women. Women don't pick men according to some science or something. Even when they going for a man with money. Even when I'm gonna get into that in a second. But they're not objective. It's whatever they feel and whatever's going on at that moment, whatever they want at that moment. It could be in their life, it could be that month, that week. Shoot, science will tell you that women just had different moods. They have different hormones. That's how they're gonna choose a man. Like if a woman, she just want to look partying. She looking for a man that parties the way she want to party. But then she looking to settle down, maybe have some kids. She looking at a man totally different. That's still up to what she wants. You get some women, they might be those type. Shoot, they want to be those boss women. They want to work. They got businesses and stuff. They want that man who fits into their world. Now, personally, I always say for the man to like have his world going, but let's be real. There's some men rather out there who, you know what? They trying to be traditional house husbands. And you got a woman might look for that, but whatever the case is never objective. Even with money. Now, somebody say, well, it's money and stuff. It depends on what the woman wants. And even then, let's be real on something. Even those gold diggers, they'll pass over a man. They might meet a man who's like, you get these women out here, well, he got to make $500,000. He got to make 6 figures. And I'm like, well, hold up. They'll say that part, but then they'll say, well, he got to be cute to them. Or he got to have a nice body for him. Or he still got to make them laugh. Or he got to look a certain way. He got to be a certain race or anything. All of that is subjective. Because even when they say money, because money is neutral. If it was just, look, use some common sense. This is especially for the guys who think it's just money. If it was just money, it wouldn't be an issue. You got too many guys out here who got money who are having trouble. Those are the main ones paying for online. Those are the main ones paying for those sugar babies and everything. If it was just that simple. But there's always something to it. There's always something to it. And like I said, it's just a woman's nature. See, one of the biggest issues is that many men don't understand a woman's nature. They see, naturally, a man is objective. We straight line. That's our thing. Naturally. Of course, yeah, we can get emotional and all that good stuff. But our main thing is to see the problem, solve it, to go in a straight line. If we going to the grocery store, we going straight to the grocery store, get our shit, come home. That's our nature. If there's a problem, naturally, we just going to solve it. Women, the grocery store could be 5 minutes away. They gone for 2 hours. And not even cheap. They'll get there. First of all, it could be a straight line. They'll stop about 2 or 3 times before they get to the grocery store. Then get in the grocery store, don't get their stuff. They'd be all over the place. And they get something that wasn't even on their list or something. They're like butterflies. Men are hawks. Women are butterflies. And you know what? That's cool. See, another thing, and let me just go on a tangent real quick. Men need to stop asking women or expecting women to be like men. You don't want them to be like a man. You don't want it. Man, that's some like emotional homosexuality if you want a woman to behave like a man. They're women. You let them behave like women, you know? And no, they ain't doing stuff on a logical basis or what we consider logical. In fact, let's just be real. Most men watching this video would not be here if their mothers were logical about their fathers. Let's keep it a buck. Ain't no shame in it, just is. Most of the human race wouldn't be here. Because if women were logical, first of all, it wouldn't be 8 billion human beings. It'd be more like 1 billion, and they would all look the same way. There wouldn't be any issues. That's the important thing to understand. That's the important thing. So a man, you got to understand something. A woman going to choose the way they're going to choose. You don't get mad at them. What I always say, you develop yourself to the best of your ability and find who's checking for you. And it's never what you're going to consider logic. I always tell the story of that one woman. She didn't give a shit about my body build, my looks, my educational background, my future, everything. She didn't give a shit about all that stuff. I'm thinking, oh yeah, it's logical. I got this, and this. She just liked it. Her main reason for liking me was that I went shopping for my grandmother, that I dealt with kids. Now, for her, she was subjective that way because she was very home oriented. She just wanted a good husband, a couple kids, and just chill. I'd be around her. She just talk about family. All right, but that's her. The next woman be like, oh, you got all that? Boom. And even then, if you talk to a lot of these women who say, well, no, he got to have this education, he got to have this money, he got to have all of that. Trust me, and I'm saying this as somebody who, I was doing like consultations for women way before I was doing them for men, years before. They would still have 2 or 3 men right there. So then it would still come down to subjective. Which one made her feel a certain way? Had both of them making high 6 figures. Before even 6 figures was made a thing. Back in the 90s, I know one woman. She's back in the 90s. She had all these guys making 6 figures. In fact, another one, she had all these guys who were like celebrities, pro athletes. And yet, she was interested in this one dude who, he wasn't a pro athlete. He ended up doing some things, but he hadn't done anything at the time. But that's what she liked, because it was based on her. And just understand, as long as you understand that one thing, you can't look at a woman or try to say objective. As long as you understand that one thing, you can always get a woman, because you're not going in with any expectations. You're going in chill, because you like, hey, she either like him or she don't. All right? So anyway, that's all I have for today. I'll get back with y'all. Peace and blessings.